what is the general feeling out in Europe? I know here in the US, the war has sort of left the headlines a little bit. You're closer, things are closer there. What is the general sentiment there? Can the hole that Russia has left in the global system be repaired? What is your sentiment on that front?
Without doubt, it is still everyday headline in Europe, but of course that's also because it's in our backyard. And it impacts us to a large extent, especially on the energy perspective, with the gas and oil being cut at large. Also bringing the price up at the pump to new highs in Europe, as it has done also in the US. But definitely it does leave a significant hole in global supply chains. Fortunately, you can say that in many aspects, at least of container shipping, Russia was not a massive player. It was a significant player, but not a massive player. The real, say, critical hole to plug for the global supply chains is definitely for fossil fuels, gas and oil, and that's why we that will be, say, the whiptail to all of this. That is all about bringing this war to an end. Getting those sanctions really to work and tighten the grip. But in terms of bridging the gap, there's a lot of politics that need to work, and there's also a future that you need to prepare because there is no, let's say, returning point in this. Russia is excluding itself from the global, at least mostly Western European society, of course. Still with friends around the globe. As I said, complex matters in global geopolitics, but still they are excluding themselves for a massive market and from a lot of investments also from the Western part of the world. So it's very much still on the agenda here in Europe as it drags on. I'm not really sure that I can call the end of the war anytime soon. I would love to. But it surely looks like there's some sort of end game on right now. Whether that end game will be month or quarters, way too early to say. But fingers crossed that we will soon make use of shipping for rebuilding a nation, more than say trying to avoid doing business with another nation. So I think that would be perhaps the silver lining from what is really an obstacle also around container terminals across Europe, mostly Hamburg, Wilhelmshaven in the northern part of Germany. It's really having problems still with containers bound for Russia now being stuck. We have seen special, say, container yards being set up also in Denmark, where Maersk Line is basically making a whole new part of the port just for boxes going nowhere. So that is, of course, also heading to a lack of boxes and equipment elsewhere. So there's still a lot of unwinding to do before we can really say move on from that current crisis.
You make a really important point. I like that visual of boxes going nowhere. I think that's a song or something.